Alrighty, y'all. Lyle, he's getting ready to go rake. As soon as he can figure it out. Harvester, he bringing me some string.
I bring one.
All right, well, give me another one.
Okay.
All right.
But the string's broke.
Okay. Well, the Alice is having a few issues this morning. It doesn't want to get up and get going. And we got string, and we got fuel, enough fuel to do what we're doing. And we're gonna go bale some more. And then we gotta cut some more down. And bale some more. And all that. All right. Yep, today is Sunday. It's already like 2 o'clock. We ain't got nothing done yet. Ain't nobody else around here has done anything yet. And hopefully Dad's gonna do some kind of paperwork today. He's got some papers in there that need to be sent off here in the next 10 days. So, for some crop stuff and whatever else. So hopefully he'll get some of that done. If not, we'll come back and check up with him later. But what's going on around here this morning? Catch y'all later. I don't know, but that looks like a new calf over there with its mama. Little white face looking at from here, all the way over there. These 2 cows over here are hanging out under the trees with their calves. The rest of the cows are all back there in the backfield without a care in the world, and they're just eating that tall grass and having a good old time. I need to ride back here when I get done baling this evening and look at some things, do some stuff. That cow over there hanging out with that baby almost makes it look like a new baby, the way they're hanging out together. But we'll have to check it out too this evening. So I was going over some numbers with Dad a little bit ago, and I don't think we put any fertilizer on this last year. I can't remember. But anyways, this up here has already done twice as many bales this year than it did last year on this up here. This 60 acres. It's already done twice as many bales as it did last year. And we haven't even finished yet. We definitely got more rainfall, a whole lot more rainfall this year than we did last year. And I don't know if can't remember if he put fertilizer on this or not last year. But it definitely made a difference. I need to push off that in there. And then come back and make hay off of it. Because it's just too tight in there to get in there and move around with a disc vine, with that gripping disc vine. I mean, you can go in there and cut a little bit of it, but it's kind of too tight to get in there and move around good. Too many trees, y'all. I don't like trees anymore. Of course, I never was a super fan of trees. You gotta have trees, but there's such thing as too many trees. Alice is not happy. Just not happy. This little sliver of field right here is just that, a little sliver of a field. It's big enough to make 1 hay bale. So it don't get a lot of sunshine, so if it's not perfectly dried out, we won't be mad at it. We can always just feed the bale to the cows. But anyways, oh, Alice ain't happy today. Ran good yesterday, just not happy today. We cleaned the air bowl out in it. Put a little oil back in the air bowl. So, anyways. over here come flying by me. Woo! Trying to scare me. Go down here in the bottom. Out here at the Headings farm, got Jay over here on the 55, rolling up sheet bales with the 630 baler. I'm out here on his daddy's D17 Alice, and we run a roller bar rake. I just come out here and raked up all this here stuff. Jay's rolling it up. Depending on what's going on, I think we might go run back, grab another tractor to pull these wagons with, and a loader, and we might come out here and start hauling us some round bales. So we'll see what happens with that. And if these windrows look like garbage, I apologize. This is the first time I've raked hay between yesterday and today, and since I was 12 years old, and I'm 34. So, good deals. Oh, here we go. Let's drop a bale. So what it's doing is it's picking up these windrows, it's rolling it up inside those rollers and belts, and then when it gets full, the baler starts running the tie, and it runs the baler twine around the bale and ties it up. And then when it's done setting the strings and cutting the strings, it'll tell Jay, he'll open the door, and the bale will come out the back end of the baler, and there you got your round bale. And you close the door down, and you get it to start picking up and rolling again, and move on about it. He'll be done here in just a couple minutes. I'll go ahead and video him. Got a couple spots where I was raking around and cleaning up a little bit of stuff, so he's grabbing that up too. This here D17 didn't want to run too good for me today. Yesterday she ran great. End of the day she started spitting and sputtering, and now she's starting to do it again. Might have a fouled plug on it. Just like that, we're done with this field, except Jay gonna ride around and grab up little spots of cleanup stuff here, and then get with him and see what he actually wants to do next. My name's Lyle, signing off. Well, we finished the bottom down here. Let's see how many bales we got on the way back. Well, we're gonna need somebody smarter than me. Obviously there's a safety switch or something problem. It doesn't want to start, and what we're gonna do next is too much of a pain in the butt to worry about trying to do all that. I don't know, let me look at it. Well, I couldn't get the 55 to start, so we're gonna use the Alice in the truck for now. Dad's taking the skid loader to the dairy barn, so he can unload them. And we're gonna get doing something here. I believe it's 77 bales right now. So we're gonna get all these loaded up, put them in a shed. It's getting dark on us. It ain't really calling for rain, but on Thursday it might
Alright, y'all. Well, got the Alice running right. Got one load of round bales going here. Jay's dad will be coming out of the barn here in a second. Taking them around these silos, and they got a feed shed back there that we're storing them in. And, let's see here. I think he had to go about halfway back down the barn, and it's a little over 100-foot long barn. So, coming back out, I'll show you. The old farm here, old dairy barn, milk house. Got a couple cows back in there, can't see them right now. Here comes the skid steer. He's unloading these bales for me here. I might actually have to pull up a little bit more. I think I've stayed a little too close. He's got some posts over there to watch. Jay and Emily are out there in the field. Emily getting the pickup truck loaded down. And then Jay's loading her up, getting ready for me to come back out. Garland here will unload me and get me ready to rock. Head back down the road, and I'll go back up the road to get loaded up again. We'll run until it's dark.
First one had 15, second one got 15.
Alright, coming back into the field to get round number 2. Jay is out here gathering the bales up. You probably can't see him, he's over there in the shadow. Got a bunch of them set over to the side there. I'm gonna come up in here and loop around and face out, and let them load me up, and yeah, get on down the road to load number 2. Passed Emily on the way on in here. She's on her way to go get unloaded by Garland over at the dairy barn. Jay wants me to come straight in. Alright. Right up in the middle here. He's already got it staged up. Now I'm just riding right up the center here. Like that. That's how we do it. Sorry about the funky camera movement there. Share these videos on my Facebook too. It's always a fun time coming out here to Headings Farm and helping Jay and Emily and Garland out. Real good friends of mine. I've known Jay and his family since 2008 or 9, one of the two. I I try to come over and help them out when I can. Unfortunately, I live a little ways away from them, so I'm not always able to get over here. But I grew up on a farm myself up in Michigan. When I was younger, we had dairy cows, 150 head on 500 acres. Little backstory on me. Uh-oh. Tractor just shut off. That's not good. So, my first tractor I drove was a WD-45 Alice, 1953 model. Granddad had a D17 head kit put on it and gave it some more pulling power. And then we had an Alice 200, a 7060. We had an 895 Case IH loader tractor with a 2255 loader on it. And then we also had a 784 International with a canopy that Granddaddy used to use for feeding. I raked with it and merged with it. And then we got rid of the Alice's and we ended up with a 7510 John Deere, and then for the big stuff we had an 8300. We used to have a combine. They don't got that no more up there. Kind of downsizing the operation a little bit. Yeah, that's a little background on me. I'm going to cut this off and start cutting some of these strings.
Well, that's all of that. On to the next field. That was 44 bales. That's what we always call it. Waiting on my next wagon. Just stack them all out here in the middle of the field. It ought to be here by now, but I don't know what happened. Stack them all over here. So I don't have to run around a second time. They can always pull forward so that you can load. But if they go too far forward, they can't always back up. You know, especially if they're inexperienced. So it's easy to load at the back and then just move forward. Load as many as you can on one side, go to the other side, do the same thing. Then move forward. Hey! I can put more on there, but I'm sending them down the road with even numbers of 15. Well, that was a regular rake without the tricycle, I couldn't do this. It would hit the jack. Someone looking for me. I don't know what she wants, but she's looking for me. And her new hair. Something was funny. He's unloading them, but he ain't putting them in the shed. Now we gotta go put it all up in the shed. I can't get through there now. Got them all out here in the driveway. I tell you what, after handling 4x4s, these 5x5s are heavy. In comparison, they're like twice the bale. We gotta put the hay in the barn for the calves. He's triple stacking them in there. Me and Dad unloading. Only problem with triple stacking 4x4s is they get all deformed. They're not bad, but they do get deformed. Almost there. 3 more to go. 3 more. Well, y'all, it's time to go home. It's 8 o'clock. That old corn's drying out. We moved 77 bales in about 4 hours. So, time to go home. I might have them all sold, I don't know. Fella wants like 15 bales a month. So, we'll see what happens with that. Anyways, thanks for watching, y'all. Like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And we'll catch you on the next one.